BCB News at 11 o'clock, I'm Tilly Wood. Fires are continuing to burn after an oil tanker and a cargo ship crashed in the North Sea yesterday. Environmentalists fear a disaster for wildlife as jet fuel leaks into the water. Talks between the US and Ukraine over a potential Russia peace deal are underway in Saudi Arabia. America's top diplomats leading the negotiations with President Zelensky's chief of staff.
Mr. Yermak, what do you hope to accomplish today?
Secretary Rubio, do you think you'll get a ceasefire?
The meeting comes hours after what could be Ukraine's biggest drone attack since the start of the conflict. Moscow says more than 300 were shot dead and 3 people have been killed. This week marks 2025's edition of British Science Week. The topic chosen this year is Change and Adapt, with lots of resources produced to help students in the community get involved in science. Ben Lord, science teacher at Pudsey Grammar School, says it's a good choice in our changing society.
We all need to, as a society and individuals, need to adapt to change. And I think we need to draw attention to the fact that's linked to the fact that we have our abuse of the climate, I would say, through burning fossil fuels and so on, has meant that a lot of animals and plants have got to adapt too. But we've got to help that adaptation for them.
Leeds Bradford Airport is set to begin a public inquiry into nighttime flying rules today. Our news reporter Ella has more.
A public inquiry into nighttime flying rules at Leeds Bradford Airport is set to begin later. Currently, the airport is permitted 2,920 takeoffs and landings between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. during the summer. Campaign Group for Action on Leeds Bradford Airport say LBA has exceeded its nighttime flying limits in 2022, 2023 and 2024. In the most recent year, it said the airport operated 820 more flights than permitted. The airport has admitted it did accidentally breach the nighttime regulations in 2022 due to errors taking place in reporting procedures, but claimed it had not gone over in 2023 and 2024 based on its interpretation of the rules.
Satirist and Taskmaster champion Andy Zaltzman brings his show The Zaltgeist to Leeds City Varieties this evening. Evan Whitton has more.
The comic, famous for hosting Radio 4's satirical comedy news programme The News Quiz since 2020, and hosting well-loved comedy podcast The Bugle since 2007, plays tonight's show at the City Varieties in the midst of the biggest tour of his career. In his description of the show, Zaltzman says he will attempt to assess the state of planet Earth and its most famous and controversial species, the human race, as he attempts to concoct vaguely plausible answers to the perennial questions such as what, who, where, and above all, why.
That's BCB News at 3 minutes past 11. The next bulletin is at 12 o'clock.